Ideals like peace, freedom, and justice, they get packed up, but we can all go home. Well, I'm not going home. I'm gonna get on my boat, and I'm going upriver, and I'm going to kick that son of a bitch bison's ass so hard that the next bison wannabe is gonna feel it. Now, who wants to go home? And who wants to go with me?
Welcome to the Rated G for Gamers podcast, episode 327. Before we start the show, we want to thank all of our wonderful fans who have supported us. And if you want to show support for the Rated G network, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/RatedG4Gamers. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Rated G for Gamers. And finally, please rate and review us on iTunes and Spotify. We appreciate all the love. I'm your host, Dave Rotino, and this is my co-host, Dan, the podcaster formerly known as Classic Robinson.
Happy birthday to you.
Aww,
come on, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
Whose birthday is it today? Is it my birthday?
It's like you know, how old are you now? 64. Probably.
I'm Nintendo 64, yes. That's how old I am.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen.
You take the GMG to another level. You a grandpa.
I take the GMG to it. I mean, I got the beard. I got the grandpa beard going on. I'm halfway to Santa Claus, but
there you go. Now you're 75% to Santa Claus. Yeah. Half? No. 75%.
I am. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I feel good. Birthday on a Wednesday. I did work today. I know some people like taking the day off. It's fine.
Are you aching? Does everything hurt? Like, do you need like a cortisone shot or something?
Nah, I went to the gym this morning. I'm good. I mean,
okay.
I take a Centrum. You know, little peek behind the scenes. I take a multivitamin, but you know, I don't need to. I feel good.
You need to take those pills that Bo Jackson and Frank Thomas keep and Doug Flutie keep talking about on the commercials. You know, there's a ton of them to boost your testosterone levels, and the ladies will love it.
Yeah, I know the one. You're talking about. It's not nootropics. That's a total.
No, I think thing. So. I think it's like it's new something. Nugenics,
man. I think it is Nugenics. Yeah, whatever. Nah, I'm good. All
right, just for your birthday, I brought out the Spider-Man cup. Mm-hmm. What's in the Spider-Man cup is a mystery, but I did bring back the Spider-Man cup just for your birthday.
Very nice. I love it. High flying, web slinging fun.
Are you doing anything for your birthday? You doing anything
today? No. So
know,
and the fans know, talked about it a little bit. Going on vacation next week, so I am firmly in get my shit together to get ready to go. Right. So I got a cat. Okay. I got to prep all that. I got someone taking care of the cat, but I got to make sure everything's good.
And we're missing an episode then, too. We will be taking a vacay.
We're going to be taking a week off, so we're going to be dark for a week. Now you will get an episode this Tuesday. You will get an episode next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after will be dark. So just a little heads up there. Yeah, I will be on a beach, hopefully getting nicely twisted with a margarita. Or maybe a pina colada, maybe something more exotic. I don't know. But it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Listen, man, the more colors it has in it, the better. That's what I know.
Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Margarita Man. That's what. There you go, Mr. Margarita Man.
Yeah, well.
No. So I got, just as a side note, I've been super excited because, listen, that we had Comic-Con, right? That happened.
San Diego Comic-Con, yeah.
Yep. And everybody's back in full force. Everybody came in. All right, they're in person.
Mm-hmm.
Shot or no shot, I don't know. I don't know the regulations in San Diego, but people came in. And the Fantastic Four, officially in the MCU, there will be a Fantastic Four movie, and it will not be an origin story. They've said it will not be an origin story. They are the Fantastic Four. People know they're Fantastic Four, and that's it. That's where we're starting from.
Yeah, I mean, they've done, if you want to count the Roger Corman one that came out in 92 or whatever, there's been 3 different Fantastic Four movies that had the origin story.
Okay,
One
so
sequel.
I don't count the original.
I mean,
from 92.
It's the Fantastic Four, though. I mean,
and I do. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Silver Surfer one. I thought the second one was better. Well, was pretty good. Was good. It wasn't great. Wasn't amazing. Wasn't like the best thing. It was better than any DC movie. I'm sorry. It was
better than any DC movie?
Better than most of the DC movies.
In what, the last 10 years?
The new DCU universe.
So everything post Nolan Batman is what you're saying?
Correct.
Disagree. Heavily disagree.
What? Okay. All right. Wait. Rewind. So, Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer.
Yep.
Or
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Or Superman v Batman, or Batman v Superman. I forgot which one. I forgot who came first.
Yeah.
See, you gotta think.
Call.
No, see, you gotta think. You gotta think. No,
but
I got
that's
you.
One movie.
I got you.
That's
I got
one
you.
movie.
I got it. Okay. Man of Steel, or Silver Surfer.
Man of Steel.
4. No way.
Yes.
No way.
Aquaman, the Batman that just came out.
Okay, no. I said
counts.
most. I said most. So you count the Suicide Squad. You gotta get the second Suicide Squad.
Well, I mean, you can't just you can't
Batman v Superman. You got Man of Steel. You got the Justice League.
No, I know.
You got Wonder Woman.
No, I would take the Justice League over Silver Surfer.
No way.
The original Wonder Woman was great. Wonder Woman 84 was a train wreck.
The second Wonder Woman. There you go. I take Fantastic Four over that Wonder Woman movie. Sorry.
I'd have to go back and see the Rise of Silver Surfer again.
You got to go back. I think you got to go back. I mean, we had Galactus in it. Come on, Galactus was in it.
That's fine. I mean, we've had great villains in bad movies. You know, just because they're based off a good comic villain doesn't make it a good movie. I mean, come on now.
Listen.
We had Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face in Batman Forever. Great villain, terrible movie. Even though
I didn't think the movie. No, I didn't think the movie was terrible.
No, but not as good as the 2 Tim Burton movies. Marginally better than Batman and Robin.
Not marginally. Whoa! I gotta stop you. It wasn't marginally better. It was vastly superior.
No.
Batman and
Robin.
I
like Batman Forever, but it was a little too silly.
Okay.
It was like a dark version of the original 1960s series.
I'm gonna put.
That's what it was. It was all over the place.
I'm gonna put your feet to the fire. You have to give me in order from the best to the least, right?
Batman?
Top 3. No. Top 3. I'm gonna give you 3 movies. You gotta give me an order from best to least.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I didn't expect this.
All right. I know this is the best thing. This is a birthday trivia.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right. You gotta rank. You have to rank them. Feet to fire. You have to rank them. Okay. Here are your 3 movies. Batman and Robin. Okay. Yeah. Batman and Robin.
Bottom.
Batman v Superman, and Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer. You got to rank them. From best to worst.
All right, Silver Surfer's in the middle. Batman and Robin is on the bottom, and Batman v Superman up top.
No way, you're wrong.
You even said the extended cut with the extra 30 minutes or whatever really helps the movie. So, granted, if we're not going over granted, if we're not taking that into account, still, there's some good bits in that movie that just needed to be kind of fleshed out a little bit. Required another watching or two, because they cut out some stuff that kind of
gotta watch 8 hours again. No, I said
Batman v Superman is only like 3. No.
I said Batman v is like 5 hours. I said Batman v Superman.
The extended cut.
Yeah. Batman v Superman, the extended cut made the movie make sense.
Yeah, okay. And I thought there was some good stuff in there. And you even agreed last week, I think, that you liked the grizzled Batman. So there's things about it that have redeeming qualities.
No. There's good stuff in Batman and Robin. There's good stuff in there.
The Bat Nipples? Is that it, Dan? The Bat Nipples?
I mean, every suit needs to make room for the nipples to be in it. I mean, they're just going to get crushed. Crushed
it's
nipples.
just kind of like there's padding on the inside. You don't need to doesn't need to mold completely to the body.
What is it, a bra? Come on, I want the nipples to have its in. You have.
You really want to get those. You really want to get those Clooney nips out there. I
want to get those nips out there. Baby.
Wow! I think you were the only person. You were the only person who is actually championing, is fighting for the nipples. Everybody else is like, no. You and the director, whoever he was.
First of all, you and the director. It was the same. Was it the same director of Titanic or something? I forgot.
Titanic? No. James Cameron? No.
Jules. I was like Schumacher.
Yes.
He did.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. Well, okay. Listen, the nipples was the least of that movie's problem. So I'm okay.
I mean, it was pretty prominent. It was pretty prominent, and also all of those movies not great. They're pretty terrible.
No, not great. But I put Silver Surfer up there over Batman v Superman.
I mean, you're fighting with the also-rans, right? You're fighting with the also-rans here.
They didn't need to have a Fantastic Four Silver Surfer, extended cut to have the movie make sense. Sorry, I mean.
Well, no, but I mean, it was still terrible. And even if you added new scenes to it, it wouldn't make it even better. So the bones. It wasn't
terrible. No, it wasn't terrible. It was better than the first one. Way better than the first one.
I think you have a thing for Michael Chiklis as the Thing.
No. Actually, he was a good thing though. But no.
He was.
There were 3 things, and he was the best one.
Yeah,
he was the best one.
Sure.
Speaking of Batman, Ben Affleck is back as Batman. He's coming back. It's official. He will be in Aquaman 2. He will make appearances.
That is so wild. So we have Pattinson Batman, right? He's
different universes. Listen, because of the DCU and TV, we know there are different universes out there.
Right, and The Flash is the way to connect all those together, although the guy who plays The Flash, Ezra Miller, got kicked out. So now there's going to be another Flash, but it works because multiverse.
He'll be back. He'll be back eventually.
No, I don't think he's going to be back. That dude's not a good dude. He will, say everything he will say the right things, he'll do the right things, and he'll Ezra Miller. I don't know, maybe. I hope so. I hope he redeems himself, but I don't want to get into all that, but that's interesting. So they're trying to get the band back together in a way, right? This is cool.
No, they're just keeping continuity with the current universe.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, because Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman, still a thing. Whoever's playing the Green Lantern, I guess, is still a thing.
I'm going to tell you this. Ben Affleck. I'm going to say I'm going to limb. Ben Affleck is going to play Batman 2 more times as a cameo. It will not be a standalone Ben Affleck movie.
Well, he's an old dude. Even though he's in pretty good shape, he's an old dude. He's got the gray hair like I got the gray hair. So. It take a little bit of work to get him into a leading role as Batman. So I think you're right. Pepper him throughout. Maybe get him in a little tussle or something like that, but he won't be the focus.
No.
But yeah, he could bring the continuity to all the other movies that come out.
All right. Well, this isn't. I wish it was, but this isn't a podcast about the MCU and the DCU.
I could talk about how bad Silver Surfer is all day.
Well, because Silver Surfer as a character, sure, but Silver Surfer with Fantastic Four in the movie was good. Sorry, it was good. It was a good movie. Okay, but let's get the show on the road. We have an awesome show this coming up. We're going to talk about a new Marvel game in the works.
Oh,
You'd be surprised, and you'd be surprised the developer is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a current generation console getting a price hike. You may be surprised at what console that would be. But before we get into any of that, let's begin the show with Google Stadia. It's still around. It hasn't shut down. Apparently, I know I make jokes every time we talk about games that are coming out next month. And I say it's coming out for all systems except for Stadia, right? Mm-hmm. It's sad when, a game is going to come out for PS4, 5, Xbox Series X and 1, and Switch, but not Stadia. That is kind of weird. That doesn't make any sense. They should shut down. There were rumors that they're going to shut down, but Stadia has, posted on their Twitter page that they are still operating and want to bring great experiences to their customers. And my question is, who are their customers?
Well, I love that someone had to pose the question to them on Twitter with a heavy sigh before asking this question. So I hate to ask this, but are you guys shutting down? And they responded, no. Which we know that Google is famous for closing down products that people love before their time. Things like Google Buzz and Google Plus and Google Reader, Google Wave, Inbox, just to name a few.
I don't know any of those things.
Oh, don't worry, Dan. It's probably for the best because you would have used them, you would have loved them, and then they would have gone away.
What was their Facebook? What was their
Google Plus? Google Plus was their
Plus.
Facebook.
It was Plus. Okay, it's been so long. We started when we started the show. We said we needed to have a Google Plus account. Yeah.
I loved it.
About it.
I thought it was great. I thought the interface was cool.
Wait. You loved Google Plus, which was an inferior product compared to every other social media, even Friendster, comparably.
No,
but you don't like Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer, which is superior to any DC movie that was made. Get out of here! You obviously forget.
You obviously forget.
Cut his mic off. Cut his mic off. He can't talk anymore.
Wow.
He can't talk anymore.
Wow.
Get out of here.
All right. I know you're goofing right now, so I'm not going to engage. But
it's true. It is true. Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, superior movie to most of the DCU movies. But you're going to sit here and say Google
It is a
Plus.
movie. It is a movie. I will give it that.
Google Plus, which was inferior to any social media platform ever made in the world.
That's right. That's right. I'm putting the stake down. Yeah. So they're still going strong with Stadia. I guess it's about 2.5, maybe 3 years.
I think you need to revise your statement. They're still going. I wouldn't say strong. I mean,
did I say strong? Oh, I didn't mean to say
You said strong. You said strong.
They're still going. They're still going with it.
Okay.
They will eventually shut this down, and no one will care.
And they will sell the technology to somebody.
Oh yeah, 100%. Someone will eat that technology up and turn it into something great. Because the bones are there. They just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know what else.
Apple's gonna buy Google Stadia, and they're gonna buy EA. Same.
They're gonna also buy EA. Well, that would be a play to get into it. Yeah.
There you go.
Sure.
That makes sense. All right, but they're still in it. Or you know who could buy them? Sony buy the technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we always talk about Nintendo online games because they don't come out every month. They come out like every 3 months, right? 3-4 months. And it's sort of like a thing that we're getting a new N64 game or we're getting new SNES games, Genesis games, NES games. We don't really talk about Xbox Live Gold games because they've been terrible for the last, I want to say, year, right? Like they haven't really put any effort into it because they're focused more on Game Pass. But I do want to highlight PlayStation Plus games for August because it's actually pretty good. Just you're getting Yakuza Like a Dragon, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which is Dave's game of the year.
That game was amazing. That reminds me. I gotta get back into that game again. It's fantastic.
Well, now you can if you don't own it. If you get
I do own it for PlayStation. Trust me.
And Little Nightmares, which is underrated. I think it's great. It's definitely a good game. So
it's pretty solid.
So
Yakuza
Like a Dragon,
Xbox exclusive for a while. Now
it's launch. So. It was a launch exclusive. Launch exclusive. And then it came out for a PlayStation a couple of months later. Yep, the first turn-based Yakuza game, right? Because they're using the Judgment games as sort of, the action game.
The open world action style. Yeah. Which I think is like kind of cool because everything's still kind of in universe, but it also continues the story, some characters, whatever, carry over. But you get two different types of games. If you like the more RPG style, you can play the Yakuza line. I think that's a smart idea.
All right. So it remains to be seen how many new Genesis games are going to get. Right. We got like 3 or 4 new Genesis games.
On the Nintendo service, you mean?
On the Nintendo online service, we don't know how many we're going to get, but we know that we're getting Sega Genesis Mini 2 coming.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about that like a couple of weeks ago. However, if you're a collector like we are, there may be some bad news. All right. This is a report from Polygon. Sega is only selling the Genesis Mini 2 in the West through Amazon Japan due to the ongoing semiconductor shortage that's happening.
Right.
So that kind of sucks that we have to, sign on to Amazon Japan to buy a system that's coming out in the West. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's weird.
This makes me question if this is going to be in stores, right? Like, will this be in GameStop? Will this be in Target? Will this be in Walmart, right? If you can only pre-order it or order it. Well, as of right now, you can only pre-order it on Amazon Japan.
Right.
So,
I think it's a logistics issue. I hope it's a logistics issue, but I also think it's a logistics issue. If we didn't have the pandemic for the last X amount of years, if we didn't have the chip shortage going on right now, it's probably wouldn't be a thing.
First of all, if we didn't have the pandemic, everybody would have a PS5 that wanted a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, and I would have a new vehicle because it wouldn't be hard to get a car, a brand new car.
Yep.
Okay, so there you go.
It's messing stuff up right now, and it's it's terrible. It's terrible, and I know consoles aren't the be all end all, but a car kind of is, right? You need to have a vehicle, and you want it at a reasonable price. So we need to get this stuff back in order.
I know we're not the vehicle podcast or anything like that, but right now, if you want to get a brand new car, it costs you another $4,000 or $5,000 extra as an import fee. Okay, so if the car is $49,000, you're gonna probably pay $53,000 to $54,000 just as an import fee. It's an import fee. It's crazy. My uncle just bought a truck. Okay, he spent the truck itself is like $52,000 all together with the warranty and all that stuff. And the import fee, he paid like $63,000. Crazy.
Oh, that hurts.
Crazy.
That hurts.
Just saying.
That hurts.
So, Dave, as we always try to start the show, but epically fail, what have you been playing?
Gotta tell you, Dan, I gotta be honest. I'm the worst gamer ever right now. I have been playing absolutely nothing. I've been a little too busy. I was camping. I was camping last weekend for my birthday, right? Doing a birthday celebration.
Early birthday celebration.
Yeah. A couple days early. My friend Derek, his birthday's on the 31st. So we always combine forces. We always go camping. That's the thing. So I was doing that, and now I got this vacation coming up, so I got to make sure the house is in order, that I'm all ready to go. And I will also say this. I don't think I'm going to bring any game consoles with me on the trip.
Wow. You did bring a Switch with you camping, but you just didn't play it.
Yeah, and I bring the Switch a lot of places, and I don't even play it that much. So I'm trying to get down to like one bag. When I get down to one bag, I'm good. One bag and a little like personal item. That's it. So I need to shed as much stuff as possible. I'll probably bring a book in lieu of the Switch because I'll actually get to read it on the plane and read it on the beach and all that. And there'll be a ton of stuff to do. I don't have to worry. When I come back, I can play my Switch and my Xbox again and all that. So, yeah, man. Okay. Taking a little break.
Got it. All right. So, I've been dabbling in my PlayStation Premium subscription service. Been playing a little bit of Jack and Daxter.
You're a convert.
Nope. I don't know. Not fully. But I've been playing a little Jack and Daxter on the PS5. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know if I want to use it for a Saturday morning retro episode or not. But been playing that.
Talking about the OG PS2.
The OG, the first one.
The Naughty Dog. Okay, cool.
Correct. It's just the port, by the way. It's just a port. It's not, Yeah. I've been playing Disco Elysium on the Xbox. I have it for the Series X.
Some people put that up as Game of the Year.
when it first came out, it was, people could put it up as game of the year. I know, I think IGN had it officially as like a game of the year nominee. I don't remember off the back, but it's a game you have to be in the mood to play. It is literally like a point and click adventure game, kind of, right?
Yep.
Like, so, and I just wasn't in the mood to play it. So, unfortunately, I sort of have like a bad taste for it because I plugged it in and I was screwing around with it and I just didn't like it. And I think it was not because I didn't like the game or the art style, because art style is fantastic.
Yeah.
It just wasn't something I was in the mood to play.
Okay.
And I was forcing myself to play, and that's a bad sign when you're forcing yourself to play a game. Right?
Yeah, I've been there.
So I got to put that. But I do have a surprise for you. You have no idea what I'm about to say next. I have put 3 solid hours.
Oh,
into Elden Ring on the Xbox. I've been playing Elden Ring.
He did it, folks.
I did it. I did it.
Now
I told you for months that it was loaded. Everything was loaded, ready to go.
Couple
on my
questions.
Xbox. Okay.
What kind of character did you go with? Curious.
Samurai. Hello, Samurai.
Okay. Respect.
Yep.
Cool. And I guess I'm assuming you're out in the world, kind of running around.
I am in the world. I know you went a different route than I did. I jumped down, so I did the tutorial and I beat the boss. I beat the tutorial boss.
Okay.
Because you didn't do that. You went straight for the door and went into the open world. I jumped down into the crypt and did the tutorial.
Okay. Nice. And are you enjoying it?
I hate this game.
Okay. So all I ask is that you tried it.
Okay. So I will say this. It is a beautiful game. Beautiful. This game is gorgeous. Like, this game looks amazing. And I played it on the big screen, played it in the game room, didn't play it upstairs, did in the living room, played it in the game room on my 4K TV. It's an amazing looking game. I hate this game. I've died so many times.
It's the gameplay, right? It's the gameplay that gets you.
I've died so many times. It doesn't matter if you back up or roll and all that shit. Like I almost broke. When I had to stop, and I played 3 hours, so I put some time into it. I didn't play 30 minutes. I played 3 hours of this game because I said, nope, Dave, I don't want to say anything about it. I'm gonna put at least 3 hours into it, and I did. I almost broke my Elite controller.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta get. I've
jumped back. I've rolled, and I've died off of 2 hits. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
All right. I don't know where I was. I can't even tell you where I was. I went somewhere. I was, I killed some wild animals. I thought I got some energy, some meat or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know when you sit down, when you find these little fire pits,
fires, the campfires.
The sit down. I don't even know what it's called, but you got to like re-up something. But it brings back everybody you killed and I mean,
it does bring those people back. But I mean that's that's all the way back to the original Dark Souls. If you sit at a campfire, you get all your health and mana flask back, so you can but all the enemies come back too. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I went into a cave. I found some cave, and I just wanted to look over here, and I got these 2 little mini spanks. They look like spanks. They came and like killed me in 2 hits.
Yep.
2 hits. 2 hits.
Wow. That's a boss. Oh wait. You're talking about the little fast moving ones?
Yeah. 2 hits. 2 hits. Listen, I didn't even. So the first hit was unexpected because it came from behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second hit, I jumped back. I threw my sword. They dodged, and this other one hit me, and I was like, "There's 2 of them now." It went from 1 to 2.
It's a lot. It's a lot of trial and error. That is a lot of trial and error to figure things out.
I'm good. I hate this fucking.
But I will say, I mean, you're probably not going to continue it, but it is worth getting through that dungeon, I think, because that has a cat hood or a cat head, which is like one of the best helmets in the game. Like I think I'm still using the cat head. It's that good.
Okay.
But
let's just say, for argument's sake, I went back to it. Okay, because it is a beautiful game. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
It's right. It's not quite as beautiful as Death Stranding, but it's right there. Top 10 next gen beautiful games. Right. Top 5. Right. Top 3. I'll even give it that. Give it that. Right. Like, I admire the world. Even if I jump back into it, it's not something I would play for 20 hours.
Oh well,
this is a 5-hour game for me, if even. Okay.
Sure.
All right. In 3. I want to say 2 out of my 3 hours is during a tutorial, because I was trying because I know what's coming. So I'm trying to master it, and I lost the tutorial boss twice because I was trying to, So, and I beat him, and I beat his ass. I beat him.
I can't ask you to like it. I can only ask you to try it.
So, well, I tried it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So with that said, I did that for your birthday. I said, let me try this Elden Ring. All right.
That means a lot.
All right. Now I can delete this shit off my hard drive.
And like that, it was gone.
It's gone. Yeah. Okay. Cue the music. So we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're getting to the top gaming news of the last week and a half. And we're back. All right, Dave, let's get into the top gaming news of the last week and a half. Now, I'm a huge Black Panther. Love Black Panther.
Sure.
Rest in
you
peace.
And me both.
Rest in peace.
Chadwick Boseman.
Black Panther. Yep, he passed away a year and a half ago, right? Maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, his last movie was Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which fantastic performance. Great movie. Yeah. He shall be missed.
You know what I always wanted? Black Panther. Since the first Black Panther movie, I've always wanted a Black Panther video game. And by, all accounts, it looks like we're going to get that. So Jeff Grubb, which is an industry insider, reported that Black Panther video game is in early development by EA. Okay? And it's by EA's new unnamed Seattle studio with a team led by Kevin Stevens, who's the vice president of Monolith Production.
Oh,
so
Monolith Productions. Speaking of Monolith, you go back to Saturday Morning Retro. They made the classic PC game Blood, so they have some history.
Well, he could be making a future classic in Black Panther.
And
right?
I believe that Monolith is currently working on a Wonder Woman game.
Yes, correct.
So I don't know if
superhero movies and superhero games are plentiful right now.
I don't know if there was any overlap with his time at Monolith, but interesting,
So the game is rumored to be it's a single player game, which, by the way, we're not gonna make this a big news story, but EA, as of maybe a couple hours before we started recording, put out a statement that single player games are not just important to the industry, but important to EA, bottom line, and everything.
Yeah, this is after they made the really tasteless joke about how single player games are. It was that whole she's a 10, but
challenge.
And they made a derisive mark swing at single player games, which no. So
this game, because Jedi Fallen Order was a single player game, no microtransactions. This game is
no multiplayer, no
player game.
Yeah.
Rumored to be a single player game in very early development, where Black Panther is dead. Well, he dies, and and the player is going to take the challenge of becoming the new Black Panther, and and that's what the setup of the game is. So that's cool. That's awesome. I like that. I like that setup. Right, like that's sort of like a movie plot too.
Yeah.
I can see that. Where
I hope
that makes sense, where you don't have all the powers at once, right? And you have to work to gain that. So, okay, I could dig that.
I hope it starts off with the battle of the tribes, right? Isn't it like, one tribe puts up their best warrior, Another tribe puts up their other best warrior, and they kind of fight it out.
I think it probably starts with Black Panther actually dying.
Well, okay. Maybe, well, I mean, yes, in the opening cutscene, but
maybe like a Castlevania Symphony at Night where you play as Black Panther a little bit and you have all the powers and
and then they just take them all away,
and then you get you die, you get killed or something like that, right? And then you have to start and be this no-name player where you don't have any powers and you got to work your way up, right? Where you have all the tribes bring in the best person, see if they can win the mantle of Black Panther. That would be like a cool thing, I think, right? So, also as a side note, EA is rumored to be working on a single-player Iron Man game as well. By the way, so that rumor just came out, so we don't have anything on. But the rumor, so now EA is rumored to be doing a Black Panther game, single-player game, and a single-player.
Is this the beginning of the MVU? The Marvel video game universe? I'm serious. I'm actually.
We already
serious.
have Spider-Man, right? We have Spider-Man. We have the Marvel that tactical game that's coming out, Midnight Sun.
Oh yeah.
Coming out later. We know Wolverine being made by the same developers, Insomniac, right?
Well, yeah. Well, those are all kind of different studios, so I don't know how much they're gonna like. I don't think there's gonna be any overlap, but it would be kind of neat to see those characters and those character models kind of move over into the other games. That'd be kind of cool.
You know what Marvel game I want to see? I want to see a Hulk. I know I don't know if it was the last Hulk game that didn't do so well, but the Hulk game before that, the GameCube era,
the one in 2005 was so good. Yeah.
Yeah, that one people loved. I want to see a new Hulk game. Hulk smashes. You can bring all the enemies you want, right?
Yes, he tears down buildings. Tosses cars around like it's candy. I mean, it's amazing.
And we have a She-Hulk. We have a She-Hulk in the MCU, and that's going to be the She-Hulk TV series.
Yep.
Hulk in it, right? So
make it a co-op game where you can play as the Hulk and She-Hulk.
There you go.
Boom.
There you go.
Boom. Come on now.
So I can see that. I want to see that. But I guess my point is a superhero video game. Or a thing, and they're coming now. Now all we need is The Rock to be the Black Adam in the superhero movie.
Yeah, well, it's coming.
The DCU. That's all we need. We have him in the movies. We need a video game with The Rock. We need a good video game with The Rock, because The Rock's been in a couple of videos. They're all terrible.
Spy Hunter.
I think
Scorpion King.
Scorpion King was terrible. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I love The Rock.
Which was the one you thought was okay?
Spy Hunter. Was okay.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they were actually supposed.
But you don't play as The Rock. He's just like the face of the.
Right. They were actually supposed to do a movie out of that. That was supposed to be the video game tie-in to the movie. Movie never happened.
But he was in Fast and Furious.
I know, which is kind of like a Spy Hunter game.
There you go.
Lots of fast action.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about the next gen console that has the current gen console that has a price hike. And we're talking about the Meta Quest VR 2.
Okay. Not a full-fledged console, but a big
VR console.
VR headset system. Yeah. Because you still need the big PC or whatever. You need some stuff to power it as well. But
so it started August 1st. It went up by $100. So the price of the 128 gig version is now $399, and the 256 gig version is $499. It was they increased the price to help offset increased prices with the chip shortage, right? Meta will be giving everyone, but to offset some of this, right? Meta is gonna. Well, it's so weird to call Meta because I think of Meta World Ron Facebook.
Calling Ron Artest Meta World Peace for the man who went off on a fan who threw a cup at him is funny enough, but yes.
Technically, he wasn't. He was Ron Artest when that happened, and he did more than throw a cup at him. There were some racial slurs thrown, and he lost his cool. And,
still don't do that though. I mean,
Well, you know what? I will say this: if there is any good that came out of that, now the NBA will throw you out of the game if you you go too far with your.
Oh, that person was acting a fool. That fan was acting a fool for sure. Yeah.
But that person, we can all agree that person crossed the line.
Oh yeah.
And
agreed.
we say if you meet me in the street, you get your ass whooped.
Sure.
Yeah. They met them at the stadium, or they met them at the arena and got their ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
That person deserved to get their ass whooped. However, if you're someone that's making millions of dollars, you should
have a little restraint.
But it's sad. I will say this: it's sad that it took professional athletes to whip some ass or some regular Joe for the league to say maybe we should have these certain fans that go overboard kicked out of the stand, kicked out of the stadium.
Sure.
They should have thought about that beforehand. But he became Meta World Peace after that. To be fair.
Right. Yeah, he became Meta World Peace, and now we have the Quest VR 2 off of Facebook, who is now Meta.
Meta.
They made a change to try and rehabilitate themselves, and
there you go. Well, there you go.
So that's how we can tie all that back together. But the new Quest 2 VR,
$100 more. Listen, that's like Xbox and Sony saying, "Hey, you know what? The chip shortage, semiconductor shortage. Sorry, we're not going to just have limited amounts of PS5s and Xbox Series X, but we're going to make them $600."
Yeah. Think about if Apple came out and said, "No, all the iPhones are now $100 more, all of them across the board." Or if Google came out and said the Pixel
I'll be honest,
series,
no one would care. It's $1,000 or $1,100 would make that.
No, people would be upset about that. I mean,
people would be upset, but it wouldn't make that much of a difference.
It's a little less of a sting, but it's still a sting. Yeah. This is unprecedented. You don't do this, right? No. I think you were starting to say. I think you were starting to say that they give you a free copy of Beat Saber, which is like $20 or whatever to offset the price. So you're still paying an additional $80. Whether you wanted Beat Saber or not is a question, but you get it. So, if you want to be charitable, it's an extra $80, and you get a $20 game Beat Saber for that $100. You could just buy Beat Saber on its own. I mean, it's not
promotion. For free promotion to Beat Saber.
Yeah, it's a great game. Don't get me wrong.
Comes with every MetaQuest 2 system.
And this says through the end of 2020. Is that free promotion going to end after 2022? Oh, 2022. So
probably. Who knows?
By the way that's worded. So it's an extra $100. All said and
you
done.
know what? You know what I think? This is what I think. I think they're going to they make it an extra $100, right? So if you're dumb enough to buy it between now and October, you will. And around the holiday season, they'll discount it to its regular price, right, of $100 cheaper. And that's when so wait till the holiday season when it goes down $100 to its normal price,
or just not buy it at all. I mean, because I think
I will say like doing these Christmas sort of Secret Santas and stuff like the Quest 2 was like super popular. Everybody. Oh well, I want a Quest 2, especially for these raffles for the job.
It's a good
it's a
good headset.
So people so it's in demand. We'll say that. It may not be a PS5, but it's also in demand.
Well, I mean everything's in demand, right? Cars are in demand, cell phones are in demand. Everybody wants all this stuff.
Do you want an Oculus Quest 2 or a car?
I would rather have a car, but that's just because a car is just infinitely more expensive. But I don't know why, I was going to say Facebook, but Meta, the parent company of Facebook, I don't know why they don't just eat it. They already have bad press, especially because I think...
Mark Zuckerberg is just like my uncle. Cheap.
Well, that doesn't mean you should do things that look bad in the eyes of your consumers.
He's a billionaire that says, I don't want to pay the $100. You guys pay it. Offset the cost.
It's just, it's a bad look. Also, I think MetaQuest 2, or the whole line actually, I think they were injecting ads into games. I think so. I don't know. When you ended up like loading up a game or whatever, there'd be some like pre-roll ad or whatever that you had to watch. You used to have to have a Facebook account. I don't know how true that is anymore.
I remember that. No. You used to have a Facebook account to use it.
You used to have to.
To be fair, who didn't?
No, I know, but like even when you like sign up new, like some people may want their stuff private. There was no reason to have to do that other than they want your data. They want to aggregate your data. They want your data, so you're basically paying them to.
I want
to take your data, which is
talking
weird.
about Facebook. I got a little bit of a grief. It's not a game.
Oh, all right. Well,
let's
get into
grief,
that since we're talking about.
So I am looking for to buy a new car. Well, to buy a car. I want to say new, right? Because I'm looking to buy a house. Instead of spending $60,000 on a new car, I'll spend $20,000 on a used car.
Sure.
So I am, $40,000 different. So I am looking to buy a car. Carvana, and other car sites buy used cars. When you go on the website, you download it, and instead of making an account, you can just link your Facebook. Right? It's so much easier.
A lot of those use Google or Facebook or whatever to log in.
Yeah. Well, my grief, which is not a gamer grief but a life grief, is when you download the app and they say, "Hey, do you want to sign up? When you want to sign up, or do you sign in?" Right? They don't have that option to sign in through your Facebook. So I'm like,
oh, it's only on the website, not on the app.
Yeah, I'm like, that's dumb. Like, okay, like I put in my Facebook. I put in my Facebook email and my Facebook password, and it's like incorrect password. And I do forget password, and then I have to make a new password. It's just so dumb. It's like they should just have login through your Facebook on the app, just like they have on the website. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So
I can only assume they haven't gotten to that feature yet, but
it's not just that. A lot of other apps did it too, but that was the last thing that had me pissed off last night when I was looking at used cars. So I want to say life grief right there. Like, if I can log into Facebook on the website, do that in an app too. Come on, makes sense. Just makes sense. That's all we said.
I agree.
All right. Well, speaking of VR headsets, right? We know we got PSVR 2 coming, and we're both looking forward to it. I know I am.
It's gonna be great.
Can't wait till it comes, because it is gonna be great. It's gonna be an amazing thing. Hopefully, the price we don't know about, right? We think Sony's gonna make this a premium thing, and they're making the user experience pretty good and customizable. So this may be, we haven't had other systems have a price hike, even though the Nintendo did come out with the the OLED model, so they can make it $50 cheaper than the regular one.
Well, sure, but you're getting better technology out of it now.
You're getting a better screen. You get a better screen. But I still think the PSVR 2 now, because of sort of what's going on with inflation and shortages, I think the PSVR 2 may be the same price as the PS5 itself.
I would bet money on that too, 100%. Yeah. It's probably going to be $500, if not more. Because remember, the original PSVR was $400.
Yes.
Which was the price of a PlayStation at the time. A PS4, I believe, was $400, right?
I think it was $390. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
About $400.
So, but, and that was like a baseline headset, right? That was kind of entry level in terms of comparing it to the Vive.
It was just a headset. It wasn't like, any of the other accessories you need to play VR games with, like the camera.
I think that was in the $400 bundle, no? Didn't you get the camera and everything else? I think it came with all that.
I thought it was a $500. I could be wrong. I mean, this could
maybe it was $500 for everything, yeah.
I thought they had a $500 bundle. It was $399. Could be wrong. Maybe it was $299.
I say all that to say that because that was like the least powerful out of all the headsets. It was a fun experience. It was great, and it was a great way for people to get into VR.
$2 to $3 million. 2 to 3 million units.
Sure. But that was very low powered. This one is going to be competitively powered to the units that are on the market. Possibly the most powerful unit until a new version of the Vive or the Quest or whatever comes out. So
I love the new features. Right, you still will have cinematic mode, so it's like movie mode. Go to the right. You will be able to swap between your view of game and your view of real life surrounding. Right, so you just button, and you'll be able to make sure you're not about to step into the wall or a closet or hit a dresser or anything like that, or smack somebody in the face.
That's super cool.
And users using the controller of the PSVR 2 enabled cameras, you can map out a unique play area to create barriers for limits. Right?
Yep.
Because I know I'm not gonna lie. I think I walked into my closet door a bunch of times.
It happens.
It
happens.
I had like a small space where I did the PSVR. And there are rumors that there'll be haptic feedback in controllers as well, which will raise the price of this unit, right? So just imagine DualSense sort of haptic feedback controls in your PSVR 2 controller, where you feel everything. So that right there, that would be sort of the premium VR experience in my view, right? Because other VR headset controllers don't have, at least to my knowledge, have that. Everybody has that. So that would be kind of cool. Like that in the controllers and in the headset, right? Where it's like getting banged around.
It's going to have to be pretty mild to accommodate all people. Kids, adults, women, men,
Well, if the headset had haptic feedback, it would be like a minimal shake compared to in the controls, right? The controllers where it's hands, head.
Yeah,
So
and I guarantee you, every game's going to have settings. How intense do you want the rumble or whatever it is of the feedback?
Yep, I'm excited for the PSVR 2. Speaking of the Genesis Mini 2 and how that's maybe limited, and we may not be able to get that, right, because of the limited stock.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about the potential limited stock of PSVR 2.
Oh, 100%.
When it comes out, right?
100%. PS5s are still hard to get. Now you have two.
A little easier now compared to 2 years ago.
I mean, yeah, but it's still an issue, is what I'm saying.
It's still an issue.
It's an issue with everything. So we'll see how it goes.
But mobile gaming's taking over the world, baby. Mobile gaming is everywhere. Everybody has mobile gaming. I mean, I remember the time where it was handheld, not mobile gaming. But mobile gaming is taking over that spot. Sony sort of had didn't have PSV. PS Vita sort of was the last mobile gaming from Sony. Didn't sell as well, and Sony gave up on it. But like the indie people loved it, right? And producing a lot of games for that system, and Sony sort of lost some of that love. And Sony now has been giving dev kits to indie developers. Dev kits, by the way, aren't cheap. They cost like triple the price, if not quadruple the price, of the final system that we buy. So like a dev kit is like $2,000 compared to the system it's like $500.
Yeah.
Right. So they've been giving dev kits to indie developers to sort of strengthen their indie presence. People, smaller companies, make games for PS5. But mobile gaming is taking over the world, especially in Japan. And PlayStation has just revealed their official licensed backbone controller for iPhone. So not only play mobile games with controllers, right? The PS5 logo on, well, PlayStation logo on it, but you can play remote play with your PS5, PlayStation games like Horizon Forbidden West and Diablo.
Yep. There's a handful of games, hopefully more. I feel like they're going to be supporting this. It essentially is a PlayStation controller that splits, so you don't have any touchpad in the middle.
Has those rounded edges. I like on a DualSense.
Sure.
Right? Like I kind of, it looks ergonomic. But I will say,
wait, what's that word again?
Listen,
did you say Gargamel?
I got something good in the Spider-Man cup. What can I say? He's really good.
You got something real good in that Spider-Man cup. I think what you meant to say was ergonomic.
It's better than Breath of the Wild, but
arguably.
Right. But I will say
that's pretty good.
I I will say it's an expensive DualSense controller, right? It's $100.
It's $100. $100. It separates,
But
so you get two pieces that attach to the sides of your phone. For some reason, they swap the analog sticks. They're one's up top, one's at the bottom.
But to bring everything full circle from the beginning of the show, you do get some like 3 months of free Stadia.
Yay! Well, you get 3 months. You gotta get a couple months free or a month free or whatever of every service, but that you get that when you sign up. Basically, I mean it's basically just like the trial.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of interested in. If it wasn't for the fact that not only am I a game collector and a semi card / comic collector, but I'm also a Jordan collector. I have a lot of Jordan buying lately. I would try this out and spend $100, but the lady in my life would kill me.
You would. Well, I mean, yeah, trying it out, $100 to see what an experience is like is kind of. No, I'm good.
It's better than $400 in Jordans. Come on, definitely cheaper.
I could see more value in the Jordans, especially if you're wearing them every day. If they're your daily.
Not every day, but not every day, but you keep it clean, right? And
yeah, of
wear
course.
It often.
Of course. I don't necessarily. I mean, I do know who this is for, but I think it's a very niche audience. Because I mean, like people that just play cell phone games, they're not playing Fortnite. They're not playing Paladins or League of Legends on their phone, right? Most people don't do that. They're playing like Bejeweled and the Match 3 games and the whatever else. And not to knock those games, but they're games that don't require a real controller, right? You want to play Fortnite on your phone? Sure. Get an NVIDIA Shield or whatever. Get a good Bluetooth controller or whatever. That's kind of cool. You can pop it in and play that on the go. But I think even then, you would play on your home machine, right? You're going to be playing competitively, right? Or you want to get good enough to play competitively. You're going to play on a home machine, either on your PlayStation.
No, I get it.
Or your PC or whatever it is. So it'd be kind of cool if I had it. You know, I pop on, play some Diablo Immortal or whatever it is, or play some, Horizon or whatever it is on the go. That could be kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what? Mobile gaming is a thing that's not going anywhere. That makes billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. But all digital futures, I mean, as Dave pointed out to me, and sort of 1 foot in with all my digital. And services, because you need the services to go with the digitals. Sorry, that's Stadia, right. If you need a service, you can't spend money on your service and spend money on the games itself. You need a service with the games in it.
Right, okay? Right. You just have a license to be able to play them over the internet.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. But the bad thing about that is they can take games away. Okay, and 2K has just delisted almost all of the WWE games on Steam. Okay, the developer, publisher, 2K, the gaming franchise, has delisted all of its Steam releases with no explanation of why it's happening. Players who had it previously owned any of those WWE 2K games, you can access them and download them. But if you want to buy them, if you haven't played any of them and you want to buy them, you won't be. The problem is they did it with no explanations. We have no idea why. We can only speculate.
Yeah.
But that is what the all digital future is about.
Sure. At least you still have access to the games. You know, that's
if you bought them. If you already bought them.
Well, of course. I mean,
unlike if the Wii U, where next March you have no access to them.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. So if you don't put any money down for it and you can't go and buy it, that kind of sucks. But at least if you bought it already, I'm not trying to say this is good by any means, but at least it's a little better than kind of the usual.
I'm just thinking about all the TikTok, all the TikTok creators who want to go through and say, you know what, I'm going to play all the WWE 2K games and make a video about it.
Right.
And they can't unless they buy the actual games.
Yeah. Now I wonder. I have to think in some way that this could be related to the stepping down of a one Vince McMahon.
Nothing to do with that.
Really?
It's all the creator, it's the publisher that's not the the 2K took it down, not W. So,
well, right, but they didn't say why. They just may be getting out in front of it and going, we're going to take these games down.
Well, there would be no reason to take it down, stepping down. It has nothing to do with it. I would think.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Their license agreement, maybe, it could be a licensing issue, right? With Steam and WWE, right? So WWE did say that they have another company making an RPG, right? So like an RPG game where the last 10, 15 years, 2K has been elusive making, WWE, not just sim games, but any game from WWE that's not mobile. That's not mobile, I will say. Yeah. So this could be a reason. This could be the reason why maybe they're taking it down, because not the rights holders of them anymore, right? Or
that could be.
They won't be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But with that said, let's talk about let's end all the stories with the competition for WWE, and that is AEW. We know there's an AEW video game in the works called Fight Forever.
Yep.
And we had a big leak by Amazon UK. They sort of maybe disclosed something a little bit early than not, right? I mean, they disclosed a lot of images and artwork, and it was like a placeholder for December 31st, which is always a placeholder date for a video game.
Yeah.
But the most interesting thing, not just, you got CM Punk on there and all the other, Kenny Omega and all the other AEW characters. The interesting thing is the platforms that they were that Fight Forever would release on, which would be PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and the Switch.
No Stadia, huh? No Stadia.
There we go. We're tying everything together, baby. Tying everything together. No Stadia release. But Ukes, who's been making those WWE 2K games, which could be the reason why they're taking those down, because they were made by Ukes. Ukes belong part of 2K. Right? There we go. Right? Tying stories in. That could be the reason why.
I mean, that makes sense. They have ownership of some of that code. Yeah, right.
Never made a WWE 2K game for the Switch. They had another studio sort of port that game. I think it was WWE 2K18, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
They had another company port that game to the Switch, which was terrible. I think they had another company port that game. So, but regardless if they had another company port that game or if they ported that game was terrible. So we never thought we would see a AEW game made by you on the Switch. But this leak showed that it was going to release on the Switch too. So I am so curious, not only for how it will play and the graphical downgrade it would have to have.
Yeah.
But why the hell is it on Stadia? I'd see this is just a missed opportunity.
I mean,
I'm sorry, this is the Stadia.
Why isn't anything on Stadia? Why isn't anything on Stadia?
There you go.
But yeah, no. I would love wrestling on the go. That's one of the best ways to play. It's because the matches aren't that long. Pick up and play 5 minutes, if even. Right? Knock them out, and then be on your way.
Literally knock them out.
So.
I'm looking forward to this game. I can't wait to see it. I'm not going to hold this game. Again, as I said in previous episodes, I'm not going to hold this game in sort of high regard. The first of its kind. I want to see when they have a second game where they can look at what they did in the first game. And that's the game I'm going to hold in higher regard. Not, I want to see a Fight Forever. Right?
Yeah, so. It's going to be a little feature light. May not have a full featured create a wrestler. You're not going to get, create a belt and these big overarching stories like the 2K games have, just because it's a lot to do on your first outing, right? Even though Ukes has so much experience for the last 20 some odd years making
under
wrestling
the guides
games.
of 2K.
Right. Under the guides of 2K. Yeah. So they have to essentially start from scratch. Build all the character models, right? Build the game engine, build a whole new thing. It's shaping up to be pretty cool, though. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right. So that's it for the news.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, happy birthday. You know, not every day you turn 65. You know, and you know, have fun on your vacation, man. You deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have a quick question for you though before we get out of here. Right.
Okay.
So we're taking a little hiatus away from the show too for a week, but do you still think that the Intellivision Amico is coming out?
Yes.
Okay. Now I know we didn't talk about it.
Will it be everything they promised? Will it be great or any of that stuff? I have no idea.
Well,
probably not.
I have some new news for you, Dan. I have some new news for you. They closed down their California offices.
Oh yeah, they been did that. They closed that down.
They closed down the California office. That's a bad look. Did you see what those offices look like?
Yes, I did.
That was expensive. They were wasting money.
All of our crowdfunding money went to them having nice offices, but then, instead of the actual prototype.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
This further leads me to believe there's no product coming out.
No, we will get it.
No, we won't
get it. Yes, we will.
Where's the money coming from? They can't afford offices anymore. Where are they building this thing?
That's why they left the offices, so they can use the remaining money, putting out a product.
Now, they don't have any more money, Dan.
Will it be everything that we think? Will it be the end all be all of consoles? No. No, it won't. Okay. It won't. It won't be. It won't even be. It won't even be as. It won't be the movie version of Fantastic Four: Silver Surfer. No, it won't be. It won't be. It won't be. But we will get something.
This is the epitome of the sunk cost fallacy. We put all this money
and I will buy
it has to come out.
And I will buy it.
Yeah, that's going to be a waste of $280 or whatever it's going to cost.
It better be $280 if it's anything more than $300.
Well, they already upped the price on it once, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. But yeah.
If it comes out, you have to buy a VCS now.
No.
Yes. Because you said it's not coming out. I think it's coming out. So if you lose, it has to buy a VCS. Yes.
No, I just know it's not going to come out.
I already called it. You got to buy a VCS.
I don't want that. I don't want that junk.
Going to make you buy a VCS. The fans
are going to make you do anything. I'm not going to buy paperweights just for the sake of having a paperweight that vaguely looks like an old school Atari system.
You'll have the best paperweight ever made. I have one. It's called the Ouya.
Yeah.
First Ouya. The first.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, this time next week, I'll be on the beach enjoying some lovely drinks. So, what are you going to be doing, Dan? How are you going to be enjoying this time?
I'm either going to be at a used dealership buying a car or playing games or both. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, I was going to say, why not do both? Why not play games at the dealership waiting for the contract to be pulled out?
You know what? If they want me to buy, they'll allow me to do that.
There you go. Well, all right, folks. That is episode 327 in the books. And we want to thank you guys for listening to the show, liking, commenting, and doing all the good stuff that you guys do. If you want to interact with us, and we know that you do, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Rated G for Gamers. Also, we are part of the Gaming Podcast Alliance. Check out all of the fine podcasts featured on there at gamingpodcastalliance.com. if you're looking for more gaming goodness. So, please listen, like, rate, review, and subscribe. And as always,
keep gaming.